What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, with your daily focus. Yeah. A lot going on today. Been doing a lot of Creators Corners interviews, which is a lot of fun. But I wanted to take it back a little bit and talk some straight out wrestling today, have some fun. Got a question on my viewer questions video I did yesterday. Someone wrote me a question on that one. And it came from Abstract Muscle, and it got my mind thinking. He started asking me about the Intercontinental Championship and everything, and then which I'm going to do a complete other show on. I just need to put more work into it. But the other question he asked me was, what type of, what belt would I bring back, basically? And it just got me thinking, because I don't know if there's a belt I would necessarily bring back just by itself. I feel the titles need to be completely reconstructed. But I feel it has to be hand in hand with something else. I think I have a way that easily fix the entire product without going back to an Attitude Era or keeping it PG. I think you can keep it PG, you can keep things mainly the way they are, but have a much more interesting product with minimal effort. And here's how it is. Now, WWE, if you're watching this, if anybody is watching it, just send me a check. I'm doing you a favor. Send Dave a check, because you're about to get Daved in the face right now. Hope you guys are ready for it. Title reconstruction needs to go hand in hand with the brand split. A brand split needs to occur ASAP dappy. I mean right fucking now. It needs to happen yesterday. We need a brand split. There's so many reasons as to why. I don't even think I need to get into it. But the biggest thing that needs to happen with that is Raw needs to go back to 2 hours. We just need two-hour programs. That's all we need. You don't have enough content for 3 hours. Nobody really wants to watch it for 3 hours. It's not working. Let's stop it now. With that, remember, you still get an hour of NXT as well in main event. There's other shows. Keep all those shows. Nothing wrong with them. Keep them. Nothing wrong with it. The biggest thing that needs to happen is a GM needs to be for each fucking show. You need to create your own competition, and it works when you do it. And I think this would be a great way to do so. Now, where did the titles come into place, and how would we have the titles reconstructed? That's pretty simple. This is only for a brand split. I will go over how, if they do not do a brand split, how I think the title should be configured. But this is just for a brand split, okay? One WWE champion. That's it. One. And he can appear on whatever show he wants. He can come and go, be booked for whatever they want to do. I really think that's the best way to go. 2. You need to keep both belts, Intercontinental and U.S. Champion, but these will be the only belts that are brand exclusive. The Intercontinental on Raw, the U.S. title on SmackDown. They are exclusive to those brands. They're the only titles in this format that will be that way, okay? That way you always have a champion that you have a brand champion, basically, the Intercontinental and the U.S. champion. And it adds a little bit more prestige to each belt if you think about it, okay? Next, bring back the television title. And I think this is the most important thing to do. The thing about the TV title is one champion, but he has to defend on every televised event. Every single one of them. Main event, even NXT. It will add so much spice. He will be the working man's champion. Whoever it is will be the working man's champion. That way you could have, it's best of having the Cruiserweight title. It doesn't matter. You don't need that if you have a television title, because anybody can be that champion. Cruiserweights, whatever, lightweight guys, doesn't fucking matter. You have a champion that is the working man's mid-card champion. And then you have a divide between the roster, you have your true mid-card champion, and then you have your Intercontinental and United States champions, which are basically the brand champions, and then you have your main champion. So you have a clear hierarchy of champions, and I think it would help so much. The competition within the roster would be heightened. There'd be more intrigue, and we would always have a championship match to look forward to on every televised event, which I think is important, and the TV title would serve that purpose. I think keep the tag championships just the way they are. One set of tag team champions, and they could appear on all shows. Same thing with the women's champion. Get rid of the Divas title. It is the WWE Women's Champion. That's it. And she can appear on either show as well. I think that's the best way to go. Keep your NXT shit the way it is. That's fine. NXT can have their champions. That's completely fine. It's a different world. Let's keep it that way. So maybe you don't have the TV title appear on NXT, or maybe you do every now and then to kind of bring out the best of NXT guys. Maybe that's a way to bring NXT talent up to the main roster. Okay? With the whole split, I think a few rules have to be in place. It's important to do this. I already stated a GM for each show. You'll have one pay-per-view a year where they go head-to-head. Be it Battleground, I have no idea. I think that maybe even War Games. It's a way to bring in War Games. This is a great way. One pay-per-view where they compete. You know, you just make matches and you compete. I think that would be a great way to go. Every show will have just one inter-brand match. That means Raw, you'll have one SmackDown guy, only one SmackDown guy per week on a Raw, taking on a Raw guy. And on every SmackDown, you'll have one Raw guy coming on a SmackDown to take down a SmackDown guy. That way, you're always getting, every week, you could vary and have different guys coming on, and it's a good way to bring a little bit of intrigue and brand recognition from each one without having oversaturation of constant talent exchanges and stuff like that. Now, talent exchanges can still happen, and same with trades, but they got to make them look more realistic. They got to make them more heightened. They have to feel like a big deal. And I do feel that bringing back the draft is a very important thing. One draft every single year. Keep it to like 5 rounds, though, something like that. And have it where you compete. You have matches like they've done this in the past. You have matches to determine who gets the draft pick. And you have like 10 matches in the 2 hours. Maybe that is your 3-hour show. You do a 3-hour show like a few times a year, some kind of a super show. And when you do that, then you could have matches from wrestlers from each brand. And it'll be a way to keep things interesting. If there is no brand split, which is more than likely there's not going to be, how do we fix the titles as they currently sit? Well, first thing, you drop the U.S. title. There's no need for it. Absolutely no need for it. Drop it. It's gone. Intercontinental Championship is the second big title on the in the company, and that's it. I still bring in the television title. I think regardless if there's a brand split or not, if they were to bring back the TV championship and it was defended on every single show, it would still help create that hierarchy in the roster. It would make it feel like you're bridging the gap, and it would clearly make the Intercontinental Championship more important because you're not just getting rid of the United States Championship, you are unifying it. So it'll be the Intercontinental Championship, but you'll have a unification match, which I think would draw a lot of interest. So that's what I would do. I would keep the tag team titles basically the same way they are, and once again get rid of the Divas Championship to make it a women's title, and that's it. I think that's the way to fix the titles as they sit. I also think something needs to happen between now and WrestleMania, and it should happen right in the middle. It should happen after the Royal Rumble, and I think they should bring back the King of the Ring. Not just the event, the actual pay-per-view. I don't want to see just a tournament. I want the pay-per-view. They're taking away Elimination Chamber, so why not bring back King of the Ring? Why not bring back King of the Ring? It's one of the greatest events. It creates stars. It turns average stars into big main guys. And you don't need, like, something that always bugged me is that for a while they had this habit of having guys like Booker T win it, who was already an established star. He didn't need to win it. It's about the younger guys. And I think it would be very, very cool to have it back. It would make a lot of sense. It would be a lot of fun. I think these are very simple things the WWE can do with its current management situation, because until Triple H gets to call all the shots, because we know, as Joe Cronin reported, and we already knew this, it's not like Triple H is head of creative. He doesn't write what happens on NXT, but he is the guy who gives it the yay or the nay. And that's important. You got to, and it's showing that Triple H is doing the right jobs. Until he gets that same job on Raw and SmackDown, this is a way to kind of work within the system of how Vince is running things without shaking things up completely. I think it needs to happen, and sooner rather than later. We're going to be in for some shit the next couple of nights. Tonight, who knows what we're going to get out of this Raw tonight with Hogan. I mean, it's going to be interesting. What do you guys think? I can't wait to hear from you guys on this. I want to know what you guys feel about it. If you think any of my ideas or all of them can work, please let me know. As always, like, subscribe, and share. And remember, when we get to 500 subs, you will win one box of all kinds of stuff that I got from all my unboxings. I go ahead and put them all into one box, and I'll ship it to you. One lucky subscriber. That's when I get to 500. You guys are doing great. I love all the support. I appreciate it. And we are out of here until tomorrow. Oh, Merry Christmas week, everybody. If I'm not going to be doing a Creator's Corner this week because of Christmas and all that, but I will be doing everything else. You'll still get your daily focus. Probably won't be one on Wednesday because I will be at my in-laws in another part of Deutschland. So other than that, I think that's good. I appreciate you guys checking me out once again. Comment, let me know what you think, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace.